Hi, I'm Gabby from GoNaturalEnglish.com, and it's my pleasure today to teach you how to respond to a very common conversational question. What are you up to? Your answer to this question really depends on the situation, so listen up. I'm going to guide you through 3 common situations when you will hear this question, normally in a casual, friendly environment, but you could also hear this from your colleagues in a work or professional environment. I'm going to talk about what the phrasal verb up to really means and a phrase that you should know that's related to all of this. Let's begin our English lesson, brought to you today by our partner Lingoda. After our English lesson, I'm going to share details with you for a special opportunity where you can practice English every single day for 3 months in what is called a sprint or a super sprint through Lingoda. And if you complete all of your English lessons, you will get a 100% refund on your tuition. It is an amazing opportunity, and I'll explain all the details and how to join the upcoming sprint or super sprint right after our English lesson. What are you up to? Well, up to is a phrasal verb that simply means doing. To be doing something. To be up to something is to be doing something. And you will often hear up to in this question, what are you up to? This is commonly a question you'll hear when someone wants to ask you, are you busy? So let's say a friend calls me and asks me, hey Gabby, what are you up to? Are you busy? Are you free? This is the true meaning behind asking, what are you up to? I'm already thinking, what could this person want? What are they going to ask me to do? They're probably going to want to know if I can do something because they're asking, what am I doing? So how do I answer the question in this situation? They ask me, Gabby, what are you up to? I would say, not much. Why? What's up? Or, nothing really. What's going on? Or if I am busy, I could say, well, I'm a little busy. Do you mind if we talk later? Or, I'm a little busy, but what's up? Tell me quickly. So your answer will depend, of course, on whether you are busy or not. So if you're not busy, simply say, not much, or nothing, or no, I'm free right now. Why? What's going on? How are you? Or if you are busy, you could say, I'm a little busy, or things are kind of crazy right now. Now is not a great time to talk. Do you mind if I call you back a little later? So these would all be appropriate responses depending on what you want to say. But the first meaning of this question is really, are you busy? What are you up to? Are you busy? Now, the second reason why someone would ask this question, what are you up to, is really to connect and to catch up with you after you haven't seen this person for quite some time, maybe a few weeks or a few months or even a few years. In this case, we would ask the question a little bit differently. Instead of asking, what are you up to, I might add these days to the end of the question. So, for example, what are you up to these days? I haven't seen you in forever. And you would answer in the present perfect. I've been up to so many things. Or, well, I have been really busy. I've been working really hard. I've been studying English every day. Whatever it is that you have been doing, you can tell them as much or as little as you'd like. Another way that we change this question is instead of asking, what are you up to these days? We might ask, what have you been up to? We could still add these days. For example, what have you been up to these days? What have you been up to these days? What have you been up to these days? I haven't seen you in so long. And well, if you asked me this question, I might respond, I have been working a lot. I have been traveling. I traveled earlier this year to Florida, and I traveled to Brazil. And well, I've been busy with work, creating videos for Go Natural English, and so many more things. So you can answer as you would like to, telling the person things that you have been doing. And if you don't want to say much, you could simply say, I have not been doing much. I haven't been doing much. Or I have not been up to much. I haven't been up to much. Or I have not been up to anything, really. I haven't been up to anything, really. Now, if you say this, I would suggest adding something on for the sake of conversation, because saying that you have not been up to anything is a bit of a conversation killer. And you want to avoid killing the conversation if you want to continue talking with that person. If you don't want to talk to that person, well, then go ahead and kill the conversation. But after you say, I haven't been up to anything, really, you should ask them, how about you? What have you been up to continue the conversation? Now, I told you there are 3 situations in which someone might ask you this question, what are you up to, in English conversation. The first was to ask you if you're busy. The second was to catch up with you after not seeing you for quite some time. And the third is simply as another way to say hello. So if someone is asking you, what are you up to? It could be simply like asking you, how are you? Like a greeting. And in this situation, you want to answer with a shorter sentence because it's really just a greeting. It's not an invitation to explain your entire schedule or really a long answer. So if someone asks you, what are you up to? And you think it's more of a hello, how are you? What are you up to? I would recommend to say, not much. How about you? Or just working. How about you? Or just cooking, or whatever you are doing in the moment or that day. I'm about to go to the gym. Why? What's up? So keep your answer short in this situation because it's similar to how are you, and it's just a quick greeting to open or to start or begin a conversation in English. So you can use it too. Now, let's practice the pronunciation of this sentence because native English speakers will not always ask, what are you up to so clearly? We also pronounce this question like this. What you up to? Or what you up to? It's quite different when we connect and link those sounds together. So let's practice one more time. What are you up to? What ya up to? What ya up to? Very good. I hope that you're saying this out loud. You know, the more that you repeat phrases out loud, it will help you with your pronunciation. There's a very common phrase that native English speakers like to use when we're describing when someone is not doing good things. We say that they are up to no good. For example, my pet dog is making a mess. He is up to no good. Or you might say this when someone is behaving in a bad way. He is up to no good. It's a common expression and kind of a fun one to use with this phrasal verb, to be up to something. Now you know the 3 ways "what are you up to" is used: to say hello, to catch up after a long time, and to ask if you are busy, as well as how to respond when someone asks you this question. You know what "up to" means as a phrasal verb, you know a common expression, and you know how to pronounce this phrase like a native speaker. I saw some of your comments asking me how to practice your English, so I'd like to give you a suggestion. If you want to improve your confidence, the best way for you to do that is through practice, through actually using English. And now there's a really great opportunity for you to do that. So let me tell you about a special event. The sign-up deadline is December 19th of 2019. So please listen up and sign up before that date, before it's too late, before you miss this opportunity. What I'm going to tell you about is a chance to practice English every single day. So 30 days in a month for 3 months, potentially for free. And not just with anyone, with qualified native English speaker teachers who have organized lesson plans and who will give you feedback and help you with your speaking. So, how do you join, and what is this? Well, this is the Sprint program from Lingoda. You have 2 options. The Super Sprint, which I talked a little bit about just now, is a daily group English class, 30 days out of the month, 1 lesson per day for 3 months. This starts on January 7th of 2020 and ends on April 5th. The other option, maybe if you're a little busy or you don't want that commitment, is to study for 3 months, but only 15, that's 15 days in each month. So this is not as big of a commitment. It's not as much English practice, but you still get a 50% refund if you complete all of the agreed upon lessons. So this is a super opportunity. I've taken lessons at Lingoda, not for English, but for Spanish, because I love learning Spanish. And I'm gonna show you just a little bit of my experience. I had a very friendly, professional, amazing teacher who gave me a lot of good practice and feedback on how to improve my fluency and my confidence in Spanish.
Gaby, pues, ¿tienes algún comentario? ¿Alguna pregunta?
Sí, me gustó la lección mucho y agradezco mucho por su ayuda, por su enseñanza o por enseñarme y fue
Gracias.
Un placer.
Igualmente, Gaby. Voy a ponerte algo de retroalimentación en cuanto a gramática, pero tu comunicación, tu expresión oral está muy, muy bien. Y en tu feedback, puedes revisar algunas notas que tengo, son poquitas porque la verdad es que estás muy, muy bien, tu español es muy bueno y también me gustó mucho la clase.
Gracias.
Así que gracias por compartir tus experiencias y pues hasta pronto.
Hasta pronto, que lo pase bien.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Tú también. Adiós.
And after taking even 1 lesson, I really felt more confident in my Spanish speaking. Just having a native speaker tell me, I can understand you, you're doing a great job, made me feel much more prepared to use Spanish in the real world, to hesitate less, and to go ahead and speak up, even if I make some little mistakes. And so I want to share my experience with you because now you have an opportunity to try Lingoda yourself. Just so you know, Lingoda is 100% online and you can try the Super Sprint or the Sprint in English, Spanish, French, or German. So if you're learning another language, this is a great opportunity as well. Every lesson for the Sprint or a Super Sprint is going to be a group lesson, but with no more than 3 students. I signed up for a group lesson and it was just me and the teacher. So that was a huge bonus. I got a lot more attention. So you just never know. It could be just you or it could be up to 3 students. All the lessons, as I mentioned, are online, and you can book them at a time that is convenient for you. So maybe you prefer to study on the weekends or in the evenings. Lingoda has so many different options for their lessons. They also have lessons at different levels. So whether you are a beginner, intermediate, or advanced speaker, do not worry. Lingoda will help you select the best group lessons for you. The deadline to sign up is December 19th, and there are limited spots available. So run to get your spot. If you want to improve your English fluency or French or Spanish or German fluency, this is a great opportunity. Now, to sign up, you have to show that you're committed and serious, and that means paying a €49 deposit, which is then applied toward your first month's tuition. Now, when you join, you are going to pay 3 months tuition. But remember that if you complete your classes, if you do what you want to do, which is improve your English fluency with practice, you will get a 100% refund of your tuition when you complete all your agreed upon classes for the super sprints, or a 50% refund if you complete all of the classes agreed upon for your regular sprints. If you have any questions about this, you can leave them in the comments or check it out on the Lingoda website itself. The link to join this specific super sprint or sprint is in the description. So click right down there to learn more and to sign up today to reserve your spot starting in January. You can also check out some of the success stories on the Lingoda Instagram page. Over 20,000 successful students have completed the Lingoda Marathon in the past 3 years. And many of these people have felt the difference that it can make to be able to speak a language with fluency and confidence. So who knows, maybe you'll be the next success story. So again, to learn more, to sign up, and to get a €10 discount code, look right down there in the description. Click on the link and don't forget to use the discount code because you will get €10 off of the €49 deposit fee. Again, if you have any questions, I'm here to help, so you can leave them in the comments. If this lesson was helpful for you, and I hope it was, make sure to hit the subscribe button to become part of our Go Natural English family here on YouTube. And if you'd like to learn more, there are hundreds of free English tips available on the Go Natural English website at gonaturalelenglish.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you there soon. Bye for now.